Hello, rulers, parties and events here. Quality sound system is one of the most important things in any successful event. Any successful event, you bring in quality sound system, your event will go on well. In any event, we bring in quality original sound system where it consists of Wafidel speakers, JBL speakers, Crest audio amplifiers, Behringer amplifiers, Behringer mixers, Pioneer DJ decks. Quality, we bring it. Booming speakers here, whereby you're setting up for a small event. This is a small event of 150 guests in Kabete to celebrate Golden Jubilee of One Amos, and everything went on well. The setup, we did it early enough, 2 hours before the event could start, so that you can get time for sound checks and make sure that the venue is well covered by our sound system. I have some mobile DJ tables. I don't rely on the venue tables, so I have mine with my height. I'm quite tall, so I need high tables. I use parrots there to prevent from water splashing during the rainy season. Like right now it's raining, and in this event actually it rained a lot, and to avoid that water splashing, I use the parrots. My equipment is well assembled in racks, whereby I reduce the setup time. I do it as fast as possible. Even if I'm quite late, though I usually arrive in the venues 2 hours before the event. Even if anything happens on the road and I'm late, I won't take so much time when every equipment is well installed and cabled in the rack. The only thing that I connect is the input and the outputs. Here I'm using Pioneer SX3 commercial power extensions with high currency, so that it doesn't trip during the event, or maybe it gets hot and burns out. I use professional oxygen cables, the big one 2.5 for the bass speakers, powered by Behringer 4000. I lay the cable properly so that people don't step on it so much that they spoil the cables, or maybe vehicles stepping on it. I avoid spoiling the cable. Good care for the cables is as important as should, because if the cable is short, they will burn out your equipment. I said everything that I use is well installed in the rack, cabled, and everything is ready for use. I'm using Delta 18 for the bass. I'm using Jacobs original cables, pure copper, to avoid delays and loss of signal during transmission. Tops, I'm using Wafidel K6015. That one really I imported from Dubai, so maybe in a local market you can't find it here. 2 of them will serve this crowd so well because they are powerful speakers. My speakers, I always put them on a pallet to avoid dust or maybe mud, and maybe when it rains and I cover the speakers, they will not get the splashing from the floor, and the water will go through the pallet, so there'll be no water clogging and spoil my speaker cabinets. I'm using 2 microphones because the event doesn't have so many performances. It's just talk by the MC and maybe some few guests who will make some speeches. My microphone receivers are well installed in the 2U freight case, so that I reduce the setup times. And maybe carrying single equipment, gear, they end up being spoiled because of being knocked by bigger equipment while transportation is taking place. Everything well installed in the freight case. My mixing laptop, I use a HP 840 G3 there, ready for mixing. I use Behringer headphones and an external hard disk to store the music. My equipment takes short time for setups and testing, so most of the time I use the bare minimum time. Sound ready, DJ. I'll be the DJ for the day. Later on maybe I'll change to the DJing clothes. Right now I'm working as a sound technician, setting up and make sure that my sound system will serve me okay during the event. And I want to take home a working sound system. I don't want to burn anything, so that's why I test the sound myself, set up the sound myself. I use Energizer rechargeable batteries. These batteries, when they are fully charged, they go for the whole day without need for change, so there'll be no downtime for the microphones. No downtime for the microphones. I don't use knockouts, I use original only. I test the venue properly, how the MC will be moving around, so that I don't get feedbacks. In the venue. No feedbacks, no lack of reception for the microphones, so I'm sure they'll serve me okay. This event will go into the night. They'll be having a dance into the night, so I must put up my disco lights. I put 2 Pacans and 1 Razor, and that will serve me okay. I use my own lighting stand, so that I don't depend on the tents frame, because sometimes they are not very stable. So I set up my own my own light stand, which I've done myself. This one, the design is mine. You might not find it anywhere else. And the Pacans, I interconnect them. Razor gets his own directory, his own signal directory, and I do some cable management to avoid wires hanging all over and looking very untidy. So I want to look clean and nice, so I tape my cables there so that they don't hang all over. The event, I said, go through the night, so I need the lighting, the normal lighting. So I do some floodlights for around the venue. I have very powerful floodlights, 200 watts LED, and these ones I put them quite far kidogo, so that they don't burn people's eyes. I have my lights cable. I use a different cable purposely for I had the cable for the lights. I learn around the venue, so that during the night everything will be ready. The venue is ready, everything ready, catering ready, decoration ready. Happy birthday, Amos. And we'll be ready now to draw the show now. The show will go on well, and I hope to have a very, very nice day with my team. I did put the lights there. The LED lights are also mine at the backdrop, and we are ready for the event. Very ready and very ready. Bring your event to us, and we shall be able to serve you well. Rulers, parties, and events. Thank you.